It's she. I don't know if it's he or she. I don't know. What up? It's Miss Uncut. Join me on YouTube at MCC. I mean, you join me on fucking YouTube at Miss Uncut MMCC. That song was called On My Mind, and it was by My Way on YouTube. Said it. Y'all, man, listen, the way that the industry got this shit set up, they a bunch of cock blockers. Like, you ever see, all right, bet. You ever see, you know what I'm saying, artists, musicians, or movie stars and shit like that? I explained shit on my live before, but I was on Bigo. Oh, shit. On Bigo, that's how true it was. I didn't realize he said on Bigo. Oh, shit. That was good shit just now. No, but I did though. Bigo. Listen, I explained this shit on Bigo, right? Okay, this is Lo-Fi Soul, Study Lo-Fi. The name of this YouTuber is Lo-Fi Soul. I'm gonna let this rock out and I'm gonna pick out another instrumental and shit. So, I explained this before. If you ever see artists, if you ever see musicians, if you ever see actors, actresses in the entertainment industry, and sometimes you wonder like, yo, this motherfucker never, like, they don't be with anybody. Why? They control what they actually do is they control your love life too. I want to put it out. Matter of fact, this is a great example, right? Example: Sukihana. She is a rap artist. She's a trap artist, right? Trap musician, right? So. Not call herself that, but I look at her, so she, you know what I'm saying, like, she's allowed to call herself whatever she thinks she is, right? You know what I'm saying? She has every right to. It's a free fucking country and it doesn't hurt anybody, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? It might hurt sales or whatever, that's not my problem. I'm not her, she's her, and I like some of her music. That's just what it is. Matter of fact, I like her as a person more than I like her music. You know what I'm saying? I think Sukihana is the shit I'm talking about. But let me get back to the story, right? So Sukihana, she pretty much had a boyfriend. I guess that was supposed to be her be her husband. I think she was supposed to marry him, right? But how the entertainment industry is, they pretty much tell you, like, let's just say that you wanted to join, anybody else on this live wanted to join. I was looking at, right? They say, well, you want a boyfriend, but what is that going to do? Or a girlfriend, whatever you like. Whatever it is you like. What is that going to do to your career? Because how, especially if they're your manager, agent, whatever, right? Mainly your manager. Pretty much tell you, well, listen, you're not allowed to have a sex life. Why, you might ask? Well, that's going to fuck up your career, because once your fans or your groupies find out that you are taking, you know what I'm saying, like you're in a relationship, they're not really going to want to support you, not in the revenue, not going to bring it in. It's not happening. Not going to like you the same, because they figure like, yo, how they look at it is like, I could get that, you know what I'm saying, or I could get that nigga, this, that, and the third, whatever. Like, there is always have to be an ongoing process of elimination of men being, or women being, mainly men being in your life, because, you know what I'm saying, like, it's a double standard. The double standard with the women compared to the men is immense. Like, that shit is fucked up, because we're not, like, it's really fucked up. It's a lot of things that happen on it in between. If you really notice, especially when it came down to when it comes down to P. Diddy's empire, right? It comes down to P. Diddy's empire. He was sex trafficking them. Most of the industry, the entertainment industry, that's how they are. Weinstein, you got Harvey Weinstein, right? Epstein. There's a lot of big sex traffickers in the entertainment industry. That's why I try to, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I tell you, like, I rather already know who's really trying to come after me. It's big sex traffickers. That's all it is. Why do you think everybody's trying to sex traffic right now? They see what you know what the entertainment industry is all about. It's really all about sex. It's all about fucking and making money off of fucking. That's the reason why it's sex driven. That's what people don't make the connection with. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's what they fail to make the connection with. Is nothing but big fucking sex traffickers in that shit. What's the best way to find a hidden artist? Let me ask you that. What would be the best way to find a hidden artist? The most artists and most actors, entertainers, no, I'm talking about entertainers, actresses, musicians, performers, most of them come from homelessness, right? Right? Most talent come from people who is ostracized, black sheep. You know what I'm saying? Scapegoated in their own family. They don't have a place to go, whatever, so the street. Most people would tell you where they came from, like, yo, I came from the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was homeless, I was in a shelter, whatever, what have you. Shit like that, right? So boil it down. For what I was told when I first entered the shelter system, right? As a single woman, somebody told me, it was like, yo, listen, first thing that you're gonna find out is if you're going into the single woman shelter, they treat you way differently compared to going into the family shelter. Why is that? You're by yourself. So it becomes, you know what I'm saying, because of the woman being single or man, it's already a breeding ground. A breeding ground of what? Sex trafficking. There's your oppression, right? There's your oppression. How the fuck do you get in touch with how the fuck do you want to actually find a you go to a shelter, right? Because why exactly, Fladanka? You know, not too many people know, but there are people. There are people. It's a whole breakdown. It's a level thing. You know what I'm saying? So if you have shelter, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like you live in a shelter. They commence the oppression. They know people who actually could oppress you even more. Up your life. It's like it's like a transfer. It's like a money transfer. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a wire transfer. You get what I'm saying? It's like a fucking wire transfer. Like, yo, oh, I know this artist, this down the third, whatever. Like he or she or whatever. What they do, we seen them perform this down the third, whatever. All right, keep an eye on them, such and such, whatever. Knowing this is a breeding ground for sex trafficking, but so is the music industry. What happens to us? What happens to people? What happens to people in the shelter? Well, you know what I'm saying? Like they get wiretapped in their rooms. One, video recorded, shit like that. I mentioned when I was actually on Bigo, like how the lineup is, how do certain people end up with it in back? Because when you see a number, like when you on the shelter, right? You see numbers. Sometimes you just see numbers. The bed. Whatever your number is that's the person. It's like saying, yo, that's the person that you're going to, like, just like in jail and shit like that. You're treated like a number. But it's even worse. Now you're being sold to whoever owns that number. It's like a fucking betting system, right? It's like a fucking betting system, right? After you're sold as that bet and shit like that, right? Yeah, like me right now, they got a number on my bed right now. Because remember, that shit goes to the state too. The state gotta pay them, right? To time. So the fact that it already got a number through the shelter. Their main objective is to make sure that they deplete your funds. Their main objective, remember I told you, it's oppression. What does oppression do? It depletes everything of you that you have. You see what I'm saying? If you don't think people that's in the actual industry don't have, yeah, like, you don't think certain people in the industry don't have no type of connections with shelters and like, yo, listen, tell me when your next all come through. I'll pay you big money, but still their content or what have you. Or if they're big enough, like, yo, this person is too big, we gotta get them on. You know what I'm saying? Like, the KRS ones, the fucking Steve Harveys, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, the Cat Williams, my bad. The fucking Cat Williams, things like that. They actually went into the shelter. I don't know if they went into the shelter. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people sleep couch to couch and shit like that. Some people do it differently. You understand? Some people just stay where they don't even touch the shelters at all whatsoever. But going back to what I was originally saying, coming down to Suki, I wanted to say this. With Suki Hana, with her managers, I should say her manager told her, like, yo, listen, it would be a bad idea. You can't get married. You want to get married. You're going to lose sales. You're not going to sell that. You can't have a fit. Suki was like, nah, fuck you, fuck that shit, fuck everything, fuck this fucking industry, fuck entertainment, fuck all y'all niggas, I'm gonna fuck what's going on, fuck everything, fuck, give a fuck. That's how Suki, and that's how I feel. Like, that's how I feel about that. She was like, yeah. She said pretty much, like, you know, she wanted her family. She wanted to be with her man. It's more important. And I felt like that too. Because in the industry, you do need people that's going to fucking back you. You're going to need, you know what I'm saying? Because what you're dealing with is nothing but, like, look how many artists came out. Look how many musicians came out. Look how many actors came out. And they said they was abused. They was abused sexually, assaulted, you know what I'm saying? Into sex trafficking and shit like that. Come on. Suki wasn't having it, but what fucked Suki up was fuck. She says she sold her soul. Love Suki. I don't give a fuck if she love her soul, sold her soul or not. That's not between me and her. It's nothing to me, personally. I don't give a fuck. It's not my life. That's stuff that she chose, not me. Right. That she chose. I didn't choose that life. She, you know what I'm saying? Like, if she decided to sell her soul, like she said, It is what it is. My guides teach me how to mind my fucking business without, you know what I'm saying, within somebody else's lifestyle. It's like, yo, she not selling kids. She's not selling somebody, you know what I'm saying? She's not selling somebody else out. She sell herself out. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not getting people raped. She's not doing no crazy shit, interfering with other people's life and things like that nature, whatever. I don't know what her past is. That's not fuck about none of that shit. I like some of her music. It may not all, but I do love her as a person. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the fact that she sat up there and she, you know how some people be like, because of the religion that they're part of, because it's not only Christianity, so that's why I'm not only mentioning Christianity. They say like, oh, you're supposed to turn your back on that person because they sold. The fuck they gotta do with me? Isn't it me? If I'm sitting up here, I'm a god, then I can see. You understand what I'm saying? Hi, and I gotta sit up there and I gotta answer these questions and shit like that. Like, yo, Suki, why the fuck you do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not man, listen, I'm not stressing myself out for no shit that ain't got me. Suki, why you sold yourself? I had to really figure it. Like, I swear to God, the guys was talking to me like, yo, you know you ain't got nothing to do with that shit, right? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know you don't have to fucking love a person any less just because they fucking sold. You know what I'm saying? Like, they sold. That shit ain't got, that shit ain't affect you none. What the fuck you worried about it for? Now I really think about that. Oh shit. I told the guys, I was like, yo, absolutely fucking right. Nothing to do with that shit. That shit is neither here or there. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I love her anyway, man. I don't know, you know. I don't fuck. People be getting on Suki. Yeah, just like with DMX. I'm talking about the real people. I'm not talking about the people who impersonate them. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about the real. I would love impersonators of celebrities. Not only in Las Vegas. Not only in Las Vegas. I would love to meet actual impersonators and see, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do they do? Not only the fact that they actually impersonate these people, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do they do? And they, you know what I'm saying? Like, ask them questions like, yo, how you came to wanting to actually do this? Because more than likely, it's probably the same story over and over again. Hold on. The fuck? It's probably the same story anyway. There isn't impersonators in New York. There's a lot of impersonators in New York. Remember Drake got impersonators? Impersonators are everywhere. It's just that, you know what I'm saying, they probably take cabs and shit like that. I can't afford that shit. I don't get fucking paid. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even a fucking impersonator. Shit, niggas was trying to force that shit on me. Like, yo, she would never. Remember, I told you. Niggas ain't give a fuck about my life. Yo, the ones that really get paid with that shit, dog. That shit is. I wish I could do it, man. I wish I could probably do that shit. I thought they stayed on the sidewalks. Yeah, man. They be in a nah. What, you talking about the real impersonators? The Elvis impersonators? All of them? They don't what? They get hired for gigs. They get hired for gigs. They do events. They come to people, you know what I'm saying, for their receptions, bar mitzvahs, birthday parties. That's the shit that I was trying to do, because I was like, yo, if y'all motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, like, if motherfuckers is sitting up there and they getting me mixed up with Nikki, I was like, what the fuck am I sitting here just, like, you know what I'm saying, like, motherfucking, I act all fucking day. I put that shit on, like, I put on for my city real quick. That's crazy. I didn't know they was so famous. Who? You didn't know who was so famous? The impersonator, or you talking about the actual musicians? Actresses. Who you talking about? Yeah, I really thought I wanted this peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Popular? What do you mean? Who was so popular? Who you didn't know that was so popular? Oh, who I would impersonate? Oh man. Growing up, I always wanted to impersonate you probably don't even know. A lot of people don't know. Oh, nah, she old. Da 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 da. I don't give a fuck. I used to look up to these women because they was strong and they was smart as fuck. They was on with their shit. I always wanted Sybil Shepherd and Murphy Brown. I don't know if it was like Murphy Brown was a broadcaster, but she was quick with it. Her insane. Her mouth was wild. Sybil Shepherd the same. Who the fuck? They had their own shows. Sophia from Golden Girls. Y'all, you gonna think I'm playing with you. I'm dead ass. I'm so fucking serious. Murphy Brown from the 1988 sitcom. Yeah, yo. That lady right there. Oh my God. I respect for her. To this day. To this fucking day. What? She quick with it. She what? Trying to fucking. She being somebody ass quick. She like, what the fuck you say? All right. I got you. And she was like, her responses is crazy. Her rebuttals is nasty. I was like, oh my God. I was like, yo, whoever come against her is over. Whoever came against her, it was over. I was like, nobody did it all. And then Sybil Shepherd, they came out with Sybil Shepherd shit. That's the lady from Moonlighting. I think Sybil Shepherd is the lady from fucking Moonlighting. Her mouth too? right, so in the 80s, like 80s, 90s, they love some strong ass woman. They mouth, he said Candice Bergen. Yeah, Candice Bergen. Candice Bergen, man. Yeah, Candice Bergen. She what? Her mouth. She be fuck out of here. She on it. What are you talking about? Like, she be like, are you like, she be on her Remy shit crick. I was like, oh goddamn. She finna a fucking terrorist. She is like a fucking terrorist on the set. It was like, yo, like, oh man, she coming. She meant like an eater. She's a woman eater. What's the name of the other woman out there? Yeah, Murphy Brown. She cool as fuck, but man, she look cool as fuck. Yay. That Cebu shit. Wait, Candice Bergen is her real name, right? Put it in the chat. Yo, join me on YouTube at Miss Uncut. MMC. I might